What is up with it? Today we are going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be watching some Usopp versus Kid. This is going to be Eastern OP10 gameplay. It seems like people have kind of gotten a little stale of O9. They're not quite as interested in it. So we're going to try a little bit of OP10. Let me know if you guys like this. Um, if there's not a great response, we'll probably just stick with O9 for a little bit. But we're going to try out 10 and see if you guys prefer that a little bit more. And let's go ahead and get into it. I'm not sure who won the rock, paper, scissors. But we're going to go ahead and start with this Monkey D. Luffy searcher searching the top 5 for a supernova. We have the Dawn in hand, someone called Judge. All right, we're going to go ahead and grab that 8 drop Kid, which can burn and also can draw one, trash one if your opponent is at 2 or less life, I believe. I am personally really excited for Usopp. I think Kid also seems pretty decent. His leader effect is absolutely not bad. He has some good cards. I think he's missing some stuff, but he's not bad. We're going to go ahead and swing 8, feel great. Usopp just playing the stage. You love to see that. Going to go ahead and swing 5 at Kid. Kid is going to take. And we're just going to go ahead and play down a Frankie, which is not what you're really looking to see. As the Usopp player here, considering we don't have anything in trash for it to play. Our Kid opponent could very easily just slam down a Gadatsu, KO the Frankie. We will not get a draw because we have 6 cards in hand. But based on the fact that the Kid is thinking here, I'm going to go out on a whim and say he does not have the Gadatsu because I think that would be a really easy decision that we would have already slammed on the table. Gadatsu being such an incredible card. If we swing first and then play Gadatsu, we are trolling. It looks like we are thinking about playing a 5 drop. Surely we don't have the Gadatsu in hand. We would have already played it. Our opponent only has 6 cards in hand and has nothing in trash. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, bro. What is going on? Please make a decision. This is your 5 Dawn turn. It's not that hard. You have maybe 2 options. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're going to swing 7 and play a 3 drop. Actually, not 100% sure what this 3 drop could be. Maybe it's a Bonnie. Um, I'm not 100% familiar with everything that a standard Kid list looks like, to be honest with you. We're gonna swing 7. I wouldn't be surprised if we counter this. Yep, we're gonna go ahead and give a 2 and a 1. Unfortunately, neither of those are cards that are particularly good to bring back off Frankie. Okay, still thinking here. All right, there we go. Okay, so it's gonna be the X Drake that can rest if you and your opponent have equal life or you have less. Um, I'm not 100% sure why we played it. To be honest with you, it isn't on play. It's just a 3/3. Feels kind of weak here to me, but we'll see. We'll let him cook. We're on our 6th Dawn here playing the Leorio. It's a little late, but we are happy to see it. Um, I feel like such a huge percentage of the time this X Drake just gets removed by, yeah, like a Zoro. Um, but our opponent doesn't even care enough about it to do that. So, um, oh, actually, we can't Gadatsu because our opponent is a 4 life leader, so they're at 3. I was capping. I was capping. I was capping. I forgot that 4 life leaders are actually real. As a 5 life leader player, typically, um, I forgot that was the thing. Yesterday, I actually played Sokka in a no ban list tournament, and I will say being a 4 life leader is hell. I don't know how you guys be doing that. If you're a 4 life leader player, and I'm not talking about fake 4 life. Anel and BY don't count. If you're out here playing like, one of the real 4 life leaders, you're a legend. I feel like you blow up so quick. But also maybe I only felt that way because I was playing versus RP Law, and RP Law is just heinous. Oh wow, we did have the Gadatsu. If we started the game with Gadatsu, maybe we weren't supposed to swing first turn to keep it a buck. But I could be wrong about that. So we are on the 8 dawn turn. We could definitely see a lot happen. Draw 2, trash 1 off this Cavendish. We do have a dead stage in our hand. I imagine we'll be pitching that. Yep. Just swinging 6 at life. I feel like the Usopp, if he's able to full combo here, is going to be in a really strong position. Uh, the kid thinking here. Okay, he's going to go ahead and block with his little Appo. We're going to go ahead and swing 6 again. Yep, so we're definitely putting down at least a Kyros. If we can also put down a Rebecca with it, that would be phenomenal. Especially since we've already gotten rid of some 4 drops from our hand, it does kind of tell us that we probably have more. We do have a potential trigger here. What do you guys think of the kids Doflamingo Dawn? We like it or no? Me personally, I don't like it as much as the PRB Doflamingo Dawn, to keep it a buck. Not as clean, I don't think. But that is okay. Really thinking about this trigger. This kid player is a thinking monster, bro. We're on 1.5 speed too, I think. We're on 1.25. Let's do 1.5. There's a wait. Someone showed me you can do this. All right. From now on, whenever a right player's thinking, we're just hitting him with the 2x. Oh, only the Kyros. You hate to see it. For sure, there's a huge difference in Usopp when you get to see the Rebecca on curve versus when you don't. That Rebecca just is actually bonkers. We're gonna go ahead and swing 5. We'll go ahead and give a 2K. Usopp playing a plethora of 2Ks. We can go ahead and burn here, and then play a little Appo next to him. End of the turn, we'll get to draw 1, trash 1, because our opponent is at 2 life. Okay, we're going to trash a Gadatsu, and then we're going to go ahead and restand our kid and turn him into a blocker. Really, really great turn for the kid. Being able to establish 2 blockers, and we burned our opponent. And we stuck a 9K on board. And it's not just 2 blockers. Like, this kid is like okay, not a real blocker, actually. I lied. I was just about to say is a really strong, phenomenal blocker, but it feels a lot less like that when he just gets red rocked. I actually think Usopp is like maybe the best red rock deck we've had in a long time. I actually think red rock makes so much sense in Usopp. Um, Compared to something like Dofi where red rock is just awful. So we did go ahead and pitch Zoro. So we don't seem to care about using our 4 remaining Dawn on a Zoro to potentially remove this Appo blocker. I'm kind of wondering what we are going to use this 4 Dawn on then. Um, Also, I don't think people give Bandai flowers enough for how incredible they designed Usopp. Like, just think about this conceptually. They made a black blue leader that doesn't play a navy package. Also, it's Dressrosa, and it doesn't play Rebecca, and it doesn't play Sabo, and it doesn't play Gecko. And it's not locked out of any of those things. You could choose to play any of those, and it chooses not to. Think about how hard that is to design a deck to do that. Like, that is so incredible to me. That is like so impressive to me that they were able to do that. I don't know. I don't think I've seen anyone in the community like really gush over like how impressive that is. Cuz it's impossible. It's impossible. How do you convince the player base to not play Rebecca Gecko, like the two best cards in the game? Um and also like your deck searches one of them 8 different ways and you draw a card if that card gets removed. Like it's just incredible. Like Bandai's cooking. That's all I'm saying. Bandai's cooking. Okay, gonna go ahead and play the ace, get the life and rush. I don't believe we can turn the ace into a blocker. I believe it is only supernovas. Yeah, it's only supernovas. Whew, that would be crazy if you could turn the ace into a blocker. Okay, so going back to the Usopp, we have been able to stabilize at 2 life. This Cavendish has actually just generated us like infinite cards. This Cavendish has actually just been crazy. We're going to go ahead and swing 7. I love this Cavendish. It's actually probably my favorite card in Usopp. Seven. I think we have maybe 6 cards in the kid's hand. I kind of can't believe that this game goes on for like 10 more minutes. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take. Now we have a Kyros, so we can go ahead and bounce the blocker. We can swing 9 with the Kyros we played. What are we doing with this last 3 Dawn? We're just going to play a blocker, I assume. We're spending... Okay. Or we only have 2 Dawn. Okay. So if we're not swinging 7 here, then we for sure are playing a blocker. We're going to go ahead and give him a vanilla 5/7 supernova, and then we'll go ahead and play a 2-drop blocker. So no Rebecca this game. We have not been able to play out a Rebecca. We only have 4 cards in hand, which is a little concerning. Also a little surprising considering we have been able to draw some cards this game off of the Cavendish. We've been able to draw 3 cards off this Cavendish. I believe, right? Because we played it on... I think we've drawn 3. Well, we've plus 3. We've also drawn 6, but we've discarded 3. So the kid is at 0 life, but infinite cards in hand. Actually, just infinite cards in hand. We could technically heal and then turn our Luffy into a blocker. That is technically possible. Like, we could play a 10-drop ace and then still have a blocker with this Luffy, but that's, you know, not the best plan necessarily. It doesn't feel like a great plan, but it does kind of feel like maybe what we're gonna have to do. All right, while he's thinking 2x speed, we're gonna swing 5. We're gonna go ahead and get a card out of hand. We're gonna go ahead and swing 10. I imagine we're gonna block this. But maybe not. Nah, surely we block this. We're blocking this for real. Really? Why would we not block this? Yeah. He almost looked like he didn't want to, and I wonder why. I have to imagine this is a 10-drop coming down. Yeah, right player is just thinking as he do. He do be thinking. He do be thinking. Wow. 2x speed, by the way. Bro, I feel like once you swing 5 with your leader, you've kind of already committed. Yeah, okay, there we go. So gonna go ahead and play the Luffy. We're gonna go ahead and grab the Law. That Law will actually be really nice here. It can heal us and then also become a blocker, I believe. The one bad thing about doing it this way is that he's gonna be able to attach Arrested Dawn, and that just doesn't seem particularly relevant here, I don't think. Am I mistaken on what this Law does? It should heal us, right? I think it heals a card from hand, perhaps. Okay, yeah. He flashed it. I didn't really get a good look at what it was. We're going to go ahead and play the Shirahoshi, and we're going to turn our Law into a blocker. Seems good. I'm not 100% sure what this Basil Hawkins trigger is, but we do have 2 blockers. We have 1 life. We're going to go ahead and start with a 9 swing with the Kyros. Ooh, thinking about blocking with the Shirahoshi already. That is a huge sign of weakness. Potentially. This game is definitely not over for Kid. It's still winnable, but it is a tough spot when you're staring down 2 9Ks. Your opponent's going +1 every turn with the Cavendish. Also, they're going to play a blocker, which will replace itself. Um, Regardless of what we do, like we could bounce it, we could bottom deck it, we could pop it. They will get a draw off of it. Um, okay, gonna go ahead. Oh, it's a draw to trash 1 trigger. That is a phenomenal trigger for sure. Okay, so gonna take that. I will be interested to see what the Usopp does here. If he's, I don't think we necessarily are super inclined to go for game here. But we definitely want to keep up some pressure. We can swing 7, and he shouldn't want to block here because then we would just swing 14 with Usopp. There's kind of another interesting thing going on where we could swing 5 with Usopp after this, and he still wouldn't be in love with blocking, because then we could jam 11 with the Leorio. But instead, we're just going to swing 10 with the Usopp. We're going to keep up 4 Dawn to play, I imagine, a Frankie. Oh, no, double Ito. Okay. So we have 2 blockers. I think we only have 3 in hand at this point, maybe. Maybe only 2 as the Usopp. No, it's 4. Wow. Because of the Cavendish draw. That's right. The Kid, I have to imagine, in order to stay in this game, we're gonna have to have a super similar turn to last turn, where we heal 1 with a Law while also establishing a second blocker, or we just have to go for game, which I think this is like never connecting. I mean, it could. We have to go what, 9 9 10. I think 9 9 10 is like really the only option, to be honest. Yeah, 9. This could connect some percentage of the time, but Usopp does play a fair number of 2Ks. 1, 2, yep. And the Usopp wins. Congratulations to the Usopp. Again, let me know in the comments if you guys want to see more OP10 or not. I appreciate you all for watching, and have a great rest of your day.